Hey, friend, welcome back to the Monetizing Mompreneurs podcast, where we talk about building visibility, collaboration, and momentum without burnout. That is the key. It's been a couple of weeks since our last episode, and honestly, I've been working behind the scenes on something really exciting for our community, and I'm thrilled to say we're officially back in rhythm. You can expect new episodes every Tuesday, leading all the way up to our big November event. So if you haven't already, I suggest you go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Mompreneurs, it's not business, baby. It's business and babies. Whether you're rocking the carpool line, building your business during nap time, or dreaming big after bedtime, we've got the tools, tips, and strategies to help you grow your business. Grab a snack, your headphones, and enjoy this time with us, because mom life and boss life deserve balance.
If you caught our last episode, The Power of Simplicity in Business, we talked about stripping away the noise, all those endless shoulda, wouldas, and couldas, and focusing on what actually moves your business forward. This episode was such a game changer for so many, and I want to read a message, a text message I received from someone. It was so amazing. I'm just going to read it because it honestly touched my heart. And it goes, "Hey, Linda, hope all is well. Just got your email about your challenge and wanted to say I love all the content you're doing. You're an inspiration and a great example for fellow business owners." Heart. That made my day. It made everything that I was doing so worth it. And I just want to thank you for those of you who took my challenge, for those of you who listen to the podcast, for those of you who receive my emails. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Messages like that truly inspire me to keep going. Sometimes we just need that encouragement, right? That's kind of like out of nowhere. It just gives such a warm and fuzzy feeling in my heart. And it really makes me get centered on my why and why I do this. I know that, as I've said before, I do feel called for it, but man, I tell you, it really touches my heart when you guys send me messages or even send me testimonials. Right now, I may not be receiving testimonials for some reason. I've had a lot of y'all try to write me some testimonials, but Apple doesn't populate them for some reason. So don't stop trying, girl. This podcast is hitting for you. So if you see that there's like low reviews, it's only because, like, for whatever reason. And you know what? Sometimes God's redirection is his protection. So I'm like, all right, Lord, you know what you do, And so I'm thankful for the ones that got through. Over the last few weeks, I've been leaning hard into my why, like why I'm doing things, and really trying to get clear. I've been planning, recording, and creating something that ties everything together: simplicity, collaboration, and visibility. Because here's what I know: the fastest way to grow your business isn't by doing more, it's by connecting with the right people, is by hitting the right chords, right, that resonate with your people. When we collaborate, we multiply visibility. And that's been my focus for this next season of Monetizing Mompreneurs. I've had conversations with amazing, incredible women, moms, entrepreneurs, leaders who are redefining success in their own unique ways. Again, one of the reasons why this podcast exists. You're going to start hearing those interviews right here on the podcast. Each one is inspiring, practical, and filled with takeaways you can apply immediately. And let's just say these entrepreneurs are also part of something big happening this November. If you've been craving community, if you've been praying for connection, visibility, and the right doors to open, you're going to love what's coming. I can't reveal everything just yet, but soon you'll hear about a space where mompreneurs come together, collaborate, and grow without burnout. And if you follow me on Instagram, I pretty much tell it all. So follow me on Instagram if you really want to get the behind the scenes, because you don't have to do business alone. This next chapter is all about linking arms, sharing audiences, and stepping into a season of aligned growth together. Next Tuesday, we're diving into the power of collaboration, how partnerships can change the trajectory of your business and open doors you didn't even know existed. That episode will set the stage for a major announcement happening next week, so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed to the show and follow along at Monetizing Mompreneurs or my behind the scenes handle at Linda Mendible, because that's where I'll be sharing the details first. So before I close this episode out, I want to touch a little bit about clarity, messaging, and kind of like really honing in on what you're called to do. And one of the things that I've discovered in this season, as I've been putting this thing together, that's coming out in November, as I've been emailing and sitting down and speaking with people and building relationships, because, business is really about relationships and community. I had to get real with myself in certain things. And one of the things I had to understand is like, Linda, you can either spread yourself thin or you can hone in and focus and lock in on one thing that you can do great. And so as we step into this new season, you're going to see me locking in to that one thing. We can have, so what I like to call is the shiny penny syndrome. And I heard it first from like Jess Lively. I don't know if she's still doing the podcast, but it was the Jess Lively show. And I remember listening to an episode and she was talking about kind of like something shiny or shiny penny. That's where I first, so I can't really coin the term, you know what I'm saying? But basically, there's some things that shine at us that look like gold, like, oh my goodness, that's a treasure right there. And when you actually get a bit closer, you see that it's just a shiny penny. In business, you're going to have a lot of shiny pennies, and you got to discern between the gold, the real gold, or the fool's gold. And you got to discern between the shiny pennies or the true opportunities. And I've learned that if it's for you, it's going to come back around. And always be in prayer. God, open the doors where I'm meant to walk through and close the doors that I'm not meant to walk through. Also have another prayer that says, Lord, bring the right people and take away the wrong. And let me tell you, when I start praying that one, people fall off and people come in. It's crazy and it works. And sometimes the people that you were like, no, I didn't want them to fall off. They just fall off because, hey, God's redirection is for your protection. So that's how we have to kind of like approach business sometimes. It's not a no, it's a redirection. It's not a maybe, it's a redirection. It's not a closed door. It's a redirection because this is God's protection. I want you to take that into the next week until I see you on Tuesday or you come here on Tuesday. But I want you to take this into consideration this weekend as you go into the week and you start thinking about how your Monday or your next week is going to look. Because we can get so tied on what is not going for us. We can get so tied on the closed doors, on the missed opportunities that we do not see God's handiwork within it. We think that maybe it's us. We think that maybe we're not good enough. We think maybe that we shouldn't, that maybe it's not for us or something like that, right? I know I've been there. Shoot, during this season, I've faced many of those trials and tribulations of growing and connecting and being redirected. And I had to come into terms. And the word for you today is that no, that closed door, that missed opportunity. It's redirection because that's God's protection over your life. So have a blessed day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Share this with a friend. Please join our free Facebook community. Get plugged in. I am so grateful for you, and I can't wait for you to experience what's next in your life, because when you have an attitude of gratitude, that's when things just start coming into alignment. Remember, new episodes are going to be dropping every Tuesday. Girl, I've been batching. Hello. And next week, we kick off collaboration season. So mark your calendar. Get excited, friend. And amazing things are on the horizon. Until then, stay encouraged, stay visible, and remember, with God, all things are possible.